I'm going to do a little instructional video here on how to get the 13-button OBC clock computer out of an E30 BMW. So you want to start with these knobs. Get these knobs out of the way. Pull these knobs off on the slider. This dash has obviously been ruined by somebody previously, but the disassembly process will be the same. Use a pair of needle nose or something to get this guy going. Once you get a few turns on that, you can usually just spin that lock bezel off by hand. See if we can get this whole panel out of here for you. 5 minutes or less. Somebody's obviously cut this thing up to get the radio out, didn't know how. But there's a, when you remove your stock radio, there's a 2mm hex bolt. And you just flip these little flips up and then put that 2mm hex wrench in here. Turn it counterclockwise. It takes usually about 12 to 20 turns on a hex wrench, and then the radio just slides right out. You want to get your radio out to save yourself some trouble. Then once you get the radio out, then you can reach back up behind here and pop these switches out. And the ones you need to get out are the hazard switch, and the one over here in this number 2 position. There's a couple of Phillips head bolts, or screws rather, here, right underneath that switch, and they're angled. So you get your screwdriver to angle about like that, will be perfect. These little hex, those little Phillips screws out. There's another one right here. It's the only way you get this OBC unit out of the dash is by taking these fasteners out exactly like I'm showing you. So that comes out there. Then there's another one directly underneath this. If you go straight down, right underneath here, about a finger digit worth, you'll find another hex screw here. I mean Phillips head screw here. Those don't usually take too many turns to get out. Because in order to get the bezel out, you have to take these fasteners out. Because you install the OBC from the back side, it doesn't install from the front side. Usually you get about 6 turns on those and they'll come out. There's a lot of thick foam here, so usually that screw won't drop out. It might just be stay hanging in the foam. That's okay. Then on this side, you just need to take your hand and give it a little bit of a flex. Usually that screw underneath this one, directly beneath the temperature, is usually just a little tight to get with your stubby Phillips. And I find a number 1 Phillips usually works better than a number 2 head on these. If it gets stuck in the foam, you can just usually turn it by hand, like I'm doing with my fingers. Just grab hold of it a little bit. Almost loose. They're kind of hard to see. And to get this little one trick a lot of people don't notice on these, there's a set of screws behind these control panels, and so you need to reach in here and grab that to get yourself a little clearance on this little panel right here. And once you got that, that just snaps off. Now these 4 screws are exposed. Take these out. And you notice that these panels nearly always have this broken right here underneath the air conditioning switch. It's the way that that switch is installed. There's only a 1/16 of an inch of plastic holding that. And most people break these bezels by trying to remove that switch. So what I like to do is leave the switch in the bezel when you go to remove it. See, now that's leaving the bezel here loose. This one's, obviously already been damaged, but you get the idea that this now comes out as an assembly. Leave the switch there until you pull it out here. Give yourself a little wiggle room, and then use your screwdriver, whatever, pry tool. Here on the back side of the switch, remove the connector. Remove the switch, leave the switch in the panel, and remove the connector from the back side like that. These switches obviously also need to come out. That one already fell off. Now you've got your OBC here loose, you see. And then to get the OBC off, I'm obviously not being real careful with this one because it's already damaged. The OBC has this connector on the back. Use your pry tool to lift up on that. Then just pull that off. Now you've got it loose. So now you just need to take your Phillips and take these screws out. Those are fine threads, so you got quite a few turns on those to get those released. And there you go. And that's how you get the 13 button OBC unit out in 5 minutes or less. Now the thing just pulls right off. And reinstallation is the reversal of what we just did.